Welcome back to the channel. This is Andrew Harrison and Totara Tree 99. In this video we're going to pull out my old 064 Stihl chainsaw that I bought in 1994. I'm going to pull it apart, see if there's anything wrong with it, clean it out if it needs it, refuel it and see if it goes, because I actually need a chainsaw tomorrow. I'm now working for myself, I'm contracting. So I need some chainsaws. This old one, if it goes, will work quite well hopefully for a while, and if not, I'll have to buy a new one. Let's see if it goes. Good luck. Well, this is the old beast here, and as you can see, she does have a few cobwebs on it. But we'll give this one a bit of a clean up and see how it goes. Pretty tight because it hasn't been undone for a while. Make sure you put the bar nuts in a safe space so you don't knock them off. A lot of the new saws have captive nuts, so they stay on the side cover. So that's coming off. Some people like to use gloves when they're dismantling their chainsaw, and you know, that's fine if you want to do that, or if you want to recommend people do that, then that's fine too. Fact is, I've been doing this for 30 years, and the only time I've ever cut myself on a chain doing chainsaw maintenance was when I put a file back up on the tool board in the workshop and brought my elbow down on the sharpened chain. I just sharpened it, cut my elbow quite badly actually. I mean, didn't need stitches, but it would bleed a lot. The main things I wanted to do was the air filter and see how this is looking. So you can actually see that that's relatively clean. I would have a bit of a brush. So I think I must have, well, wouldn't surprise me, I must have given this a bit of a clean last time I used it. Now, most modern chainsaws have quite different air filter setups. You know, a lot of young people don't even know what a carburetor is these days, because cars have been fuel injected for a long time. Even most motorcycles now are fuel injected. Yet, I mean, when I grew up, everything was carbureted, and yeah, so that's the carburetor there, that's butterfly valve, but the choke is actually on, so you can see there's a valve inside that when you operate the throttle opens, lets more air and fuel mix in. Alright, so that's clean inside and out. Alright, so under here we've got the starter mechanism, so that just pulls up, and you can see that as I pull that up, it actually pulls these tabs out. So if I just, yeah, so those tabs there, and they lock into the inside of this flywheel, and that's what turns the motor over as the flywheel spins around. Electric charge is carried up there and into the spark plug. There you go, tops off. Anyway, that's the cylinder, that's the spark plug. Air goes in here, through the ports there, into the cylinder, burns, makes power, shoots the exhaust fumes out there, spins this around, and that drives the chain. Let's just put this old beast back together. We need to make sure that there's no fuel in the fuel compartment. That's actually empty, so always store your chainsaws with an empty fuel tank, and pays to run it on idle until it actually runs out completely. So we'll put all this back together, and hopefully she goes. I mean, there's no reason why she shouldn't go. Anyway, let's get into this. Shouldn't take too long. And then we'll have the pleasure of fueling it up for the first time in I don't know how long, and seeing if it goes. So stay tuned for that. really interesting. You should always check that the screws are the right similar length, because if you end up with one that's longer and you put it in the wrong spot, whoopsie, I was just hoping that wouldn't happen. And actually this picnic table isn't great because there's holes in it, so you've probably already pointed that out to me in the comments maybe. Can you hear that tui? Love the tui, eh? Hangs around here a lot. Some people might say noisy bird, but no. Oh, it is a noisy bird. And I think I'm just going to leave all this grubbiness on it because, well, it'll fall off when it gets used. Assuming she's going to go. Of course it'll go. Now this chainsaw has been around. I bought it in December 1994, and the company that I bought it off, they bought it brand new, but I'm not sure how long before, probably at least, I know, perhaps up to 5 years prior to that. So this would be an early 90s chainsaw, which does make it obviously quite old. Right now I can put that in there. I could have checked the spark actually while I had that off, but not really much reason. So that's back on. Do the side cover, as in the starter cord side cover. So obviously this one can only go in one place. You want your nuts and bolts tight, but not over tight, because I want to check that the sprocket is turning at the tip of the sprocket here. So these sprocket nose tips don't require any lubrication. This is the tool, the groove cleaning tool. So start at the sprocket end and clean that way. Now I'm going to check the chain. It feels a little bit stiff, but basically I think that's only because I'm using that biodegradable lube, and it's just yeah, so everything's okay. Tighten it up, notice I'm holding the tip of the bar up, so just keep tightening it until the chain at the bottom comes up nice and snug. Now because it's a little bit stiff because of lack of use, it's I'm going to start it and run it and then retighten it, and that's tight. Don't over tighten these, otherwise you'll pull the studs out and then that's a major job. So next thing we need to do is fuel it up and see if it goes. So come on around the back and we'll do that. Might have to put some chaps on too probably. Right, always refuel in a spot where you can easily see what's going on and you're not going to wreck the lawn or have a major spill. Some people actually put a mat down underneath, so actually that's not clipped in, that's not ideal. That one is, that's good. Now always do the oil first. I'm using the BioLib, is that what it's called? Bio Plus from Stihl. And pros and cons with this, like I said, it actually does decompose after a while. And then push down. Okay, so I'm going to move away from the fuel before I start it, because you want to be a good distance away. In New Zealand the legal distance is 3 meters. Let's see if it goes. How many pulls do you reckon it'll be? Right, so chain brake on, full choke. I'm just going to pull and see what happens. Wish me luck. how many was that? 4, and then it fired. Then up to half choke. Well, that's running pretty sweet, if I may say so myself. Need to readjust this, like we talked about before, and then she'll be good to go. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. There's more adventures coming. I wonder if a brand new saw, if I bought a brand new saw now, would it be still running 30 years. Fuel injected, all the computers, who knows. Anyway, let's try that again. Definitely oiling. I'll still have to readjust that again, but hey, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.